The following segment is sponsored by Harmony Biosciences. Confusion, stereotypes, and stigma about sleep disorder narcolepsy. It persists to this day, resulting in a long time to diagnosis and preventing people who think they have narcolepsy from reaching out to healthcare professionals to learn more. Joining us now to discuss the symptoms of narcolepsy and resources that can help are Dr. Michael J. Thorpe and also Jessica, a person living with narcolepsy. How are you guys today?
Very good, thank you, Dave.
Thank you for joining us, and thank you for sharing your story, Jessica. Dr. Thorpe, let's start with you. What can you tell us about narcolepsy and some of the symptoms?
Okay, narcolepsy is a chronic, debilitating neurological disorder that's associated with two main symptoms. One is excessive daytime sleepiness. That is, people are tired, fatigued, and sleepy all day long, every day. The other symptom's rather unusual. It's a weakness, but this weakness comes on with emotion. So if somebody is laughing or hearing a joke or telling a joke, they can get a weakness that comes over their body. It's called cataplexy. It may be mild, but it may be severe to the point the person falls to the ground. In addition, there are other features of narcolepsy. There is disrupted dreaming sleep, and so that people can have feelings of being paralyzed when they awaken in the morning. We call it sleep paralysis. And they may also have very vivid dreams or hallucinations at that time while they are awake. And they may be very frightening and unpleasant.
Wow.
So narcolepsy is a 24-hour day disorder. It affects a patient during the day, and it disturbs their sleep at night.
That's fascinating. So many things I didn't realize about narcolepsy. Now, Jessica, you have narcolepsy. Can you tell us more about your journey to diagnosis and how it impacts your day-to-day life?
Yeah, so I first started experiencing my symptoms when I was about 18, but it took until about 8 years later for me to get formally diagnosed with narcolepsy, because I had all the symptoms that Dr. Thorpe mentioned, but the muscle weakness in particular was most concerning to me. So that's what I brought up to my doctors, and that's what I had medical tests done for, but I didn't bring up that sleepiness, which would have connected my condition to narcolepsy much sooner. I thought that everyone felt tired all the time. I was going to college. I thought that it was typical for a student to feel sleepy. So I didn't bring it up to them until much later. And so now, you know, I'm under treatment. I'm in a better position now to manage the various aspects of my life, but it still is a constant obstacle every day, that sleepiness and that muscle weakness and the sleep disturbances that Dr. Thorpe mentioned.
I gotcha. And what are some of the resources, Jessica, for those living with narcolepsy? Where can you go?
Well, there's some great online resources. KNowNarcolepsy.com is one of them, as well as medical journals, just to learn more about the condition. And I would always recommend reaching out to support groups or forums or conferences where you can attend and meet other people who have narcolepsy. It's a relatively rare disorder, but by meeting other people, you can feel a little bit less alone, and having someone to talk to, whether that's therapy or whether that's family or friends, just so that you can come to terms a little bit with what it means to have narcolepsy and how to navigate it.
Well, this has been fascinating. Definitely a lot of information to be had, so check those websites out. Dr. Thorpe, Jessica, thank you for sharing your story.
Thank you for having us.